1 second. I'm almost with you.
Oh, you're okay.
All right. Let me find your paperwork, Mr. Irby. Okay. Here we go. All right. So this is in the matter of Jesse Irby versus Robin Irby. So let me look to see if there's a Robin in the waiting room. And I do not see a Robin in the waiting room. All right. So Mr. Irby, we are here today on in front of the court show cause, and Miss Irby has not appeared and she is not in custody. So I don't see her in my waiting room. Sir, as far as you're aware, is she still living on South Main?
Yes. I'm from West Virginia.
Okay.
So I'm in West Virginia. So
Okay. You have the children.
Yeah, I have children, yes. They're grown children, but I have children, yes.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Irby, we did send a notice to appear. And she has failed to appear. So what I will do is I will issue a bench warrant and I will set bond in the amount of $20,468. All right.
So is that what she will be paying me? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's what
once you get it, yeah.
Yeah. So I've set the bond in the amount that she owes.
Okay.
And then whenever they pick her up, usually, she won't be able to post bond because that will be cash, not a cash surety. It's cash. So we'll bring her to court and then we'll give you notice of that. All right.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Irby, thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Let's see. Evidently, someone is in the hallway. Who'd you say, Becky?
All right. Hope I cleared.
You're all right. Okay. All right. Let's see if we got a villa. Rochelle and Manuel. All right, in the matter of Rochelle Avila versus Manuel Avila, file number 2002-25705 I'm looking in my waiting room and I do not see a Rochelle or a Manuel. This is a date and time set for a friend of the court show cause. Mr. Avila has failed to appear. So. Amy, so Mark Hannah is here and wants to address the court. All right, are you Mr. Hannah? Hold on, let me find your case. All right, so this is in the matter of Mark Hannah versus Dawn Hannah, file number 17-44645 DO. It looks like payments are being made, so this matter was adjourned to September 20th. So Mr. Hannah, is there anything else I can do for you? I don't know what's going on, but you can go down to front of the court and ask them. But front of the court adjourn this, and usually it's because they're getting money.
I can't hear him, Judge.
I know. Hold on. No, I don't know. So you have to go down to front of the court. Whatever is happening was at the direction of front of the court. So if you go downstairs to the basement, they'll explain it to you. Yes. All right. Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez is waiting to get in on this hearing. He said he hasn't been let in yet.
Okay. Well, I'm sending him down to talk to Vasquez. So.
Okay.
All right. So Heather, I'll talk to you later. Okay. All right. So, Mr. Vasquez, I don't know if you have Mr. Hannah, but Mr. Hannah is on his way down to talk to somebody up front of the court. All right.
Mr.
Okay.
Hannah.
Oh, I don't know who's got Hannah. All right. I got Tracy Gilbert in my waiting room. Let's see. Let's see what she's on. Joshua Gilbert. Let's see if I got Joshua Gilbert. Thank you. Out of jail. St. Joe. Amanda Wells. Hi, Mr. Crosby. I'll be right with you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me find you. Hold on, Tracy Gilbert. Hey, Becky.
Yes.
Hold on a second. I'm looking for my stack of front of the court show causes.
Oh, they're still in here. I'll grab them.
Okay. I had some, but there were more. All right, thank you. All right, so Ms. Gilbert, hold on. Let me pull your paperwork. Maybe. Actually, Ms. Gilbert, I'm gonna skip over to Mr. Crosby. All right, so this is in the matter of Kelly Preston versus David Crosby, file number 2014-40868DS. Says the date and time set for show cause in this matter. Ms. Gilbert, I'm gonna pop you in the waiting room.
Okay.
In this case, Mr. Crosby, you have a balance of $3,094. Mr. Crosby has been in custody for a while and is probably going to a long-term program. So can we adjourn this out? Because he's not going to be able to make payments for a pretty lengthy time.
Okay, I mean, if it's gonna be for a while, we can just dismiss it for now.
All right, so Mr. Crosby, what we're gonna do now is dismiss this. But once you get out and you start working again, just make sure you keep in contact with front of the court, giving them your employment information, all right?
Okay,
All right, thank you, Mr. Crosby. You have a good day.
you too, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Crosby. All right, let's go back. All right. Tracy Gilbert and Joshua Gilbert. Hold on, Ms. Gilbert, I'm looking for paperwork. There it is. All right, this is, I'm looking in the waiting room. I do not see a Joshua Gilbert. So this is in the matter of Tracy Gilbert versus Joshua Gilbert. This is the date and time scheduled for a friend of the court show cause. Mr. Gilbert owes an arrearage in excess of $3,416. He has failed to appear. So we are going to issue a bench warrant. And I'll set the bond at $3,417 cash, which is his arrearage. All right, so Ms. Gilbert, thank you for zooming in today, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I spoke with him on Thursday and he knew of the hearing today, so that's why he called me on Thursday, so.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Gilbert, I'm just gonna disconnect you.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, so Kendra Henley. All right, Christopher Spalding. Okay, can I have your name again, please?
Yes, it's Kendra Henley.
For some reason I lost the name change I put in there. All right, so I'm looking for Christopher Spalding in my waiting room. And I don't see him.
I have a feeling he got the date wrong or he went to the office or
Well, I've got another Kendra Henley in the waiting room. I don't know what that is.
somehow it must have has two connections because it showed me dropping off, but then I had to reconnect. So I don't know if I have another open. I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Oops. Oh my goodness. I apologize. I'm trying to hold this thing up. It's not working the best.
That's okay. All
Hello.
right. Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
All right. So, let's see. All right. So I'm looking for a Christopher Spalding. Are any of you Christopher Spalding? No. She's making breadsticks or bread or something. That looks good. All right. So this is in the matter of Kendra Henley versus Christopher Spalding. This is the date and time set for a show cause for failure to pay child support. Let me find it here. Mr. Spalding has failed to appear, and proper notice was given. So court's going to issue a bench warrant for failure to appear, and I will set bond in the amount of $21,365 cash payable to friend of the court. All right. So Ms. Henley, thank you for your time.
I also had a question, and I don't even know why I'm trying to defend him. I'm wondering if there was any sort of confusion where the top page says that I'm to join virtually. The second page says he's here. I'm wondering if
He's not
here.
here.
No, he's not even at the building. Okay.
No, he's not even in the building. He hasn't come and knocked on my door. So,
Okay.
truthfully, once people owe about $20,000, they don't like to appear. So, all right. All right. Thank you. You can go
Thank
ahead
you.
and disconnect.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Let's see. Amanda Wilt. Do I have an Amanda Wilt? I have an Amanda Wells. All right. All right. This is in the matter of Amanda Wilt versus Kenneth Howard, file number 2004-27906DS. This is a date and time set for a friend of the court show cause. Miss Wilt was ordered to appear and failed to do so. The court will issue a bench warrant for her arrest, and we will set bond in the amount of $3,351 cash. All right.
Judge, I have an Amanda Wells, but I don't have Wilt on the list. Is there a list? Is she on the?
Amanda Wells is on the list. Amanda
Wilt?
Wells, can you hear me?
Yes,
No.
ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Amanda Hyatt is the one that's on the docket, but her name's Wilt under the old.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
All right. Jennifer Bates versus Jeffrey Welfert. Do I have, hold on. Do I have a Jeffrey? It's WIELFAERT. Do I have him here? All right. This is the date and time scheduled for show cause in this matter, and it's file number 2004-28355DS. I do have proper notice, and he was ordered to appear, and he's failed to do so. So I will issue a bench warrant for his arrest and set bond in the amount of $3,269 cash. All right. Let's see. Chad Sweet versus Rebecca Sweet. Do I have a Chad Sweet here?
Yes, present.
Oh, let me find you here. Oh, there you are. Sir, I'm going to send you a request to start your video.
Yep.
If you could. All right. Good morning, sir. So, and this is file number 2007-31143. So, Mr. Sweet, we are here on an order to show cause for failure to pay child support. Looks like the last payment we received was on August 18th of 2020, and you have an arrearage in excess of $6,565, which means you are at a level that you could be charged with a felony and be facing up to 5 years in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So it states that you're ordered to pay $493 a month and that you have failed to do so. Do you understand that it's a crime to fail to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you plead guilty or are found guilty of this offense, that could sentence you to jail for up to 30 or up to 45 days? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You are entitled to have an attorney represent you here today and in all subsequent proceedings. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you going to retain an attorney?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you wish to proceed without counsel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. Now, sir, do you understand that you're entitled to have a trial and you cannot be convicted unless the evidence at your trial proves that you are guilty beyond a preponderance? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you, you're entitled to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, And you would have a right to question those witnesses while they're under oath at your trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You're also entitled to have me order any witnesses you might have to appear at your trial on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You do not have to say anything at your trial. And if you do not testify or say anything, nothing can be held against you. And in fact, no one can even mention your silence. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
On the other hand, do you understand that you are entitled to testify at your trial if you want to testify?
Yes.
Sir, are you able to pay this balance off?
Not completely, no.
Okay, are you able to pay anything on it?
I made a $1,500 payment last week to expertpay.com.
Expert what?
Expert Pay.
Amy, Willetta, do you know what that is?
You know, it's outside source for payments, but we don't suggest going through that route because sometimes we have these issues where it's not applied right away. So
I can share a screen if you'd like with the
Sir,
receipt.
do you understand you can just go online to the state of Michigan and make the payment?
I used to have it set up a certain way where I was making all my payments and stuff, and then it got turned off. So I thought I was following the proper through the site. So I'm not 100%. So I will do some more research on my end to make sure that it is getting paid properly.
Okay.
And Your
Right.
Honor, if there's an active show cause, he can come down to the front desk here at the front of the court and make his payment that way as well.
So do you understand because there's an active show cause, you can come downstairs and make the payment at the front of the court?
Yes.
All right. And as I said, we recommend that you pay it through the MISDU. It's really simple and we'll receive notice of it. All right. Do you want to screen share that, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, so what I'm going to do is adjourn this to September 20th at 8 a.m., sir, and you'll just log in via Zoom.
Okay.
And same number.
Okay.
You can go ahead and stop the screen share. And you need to get this caught up before we come back in September, all right?
What was the date again? I'm sorry.
September 20th at 8 a.m. via Zoom.
Understood.
All right, very good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Nicole Brummett versus Andrew Cole. Do I have an Andrew Cole with me this morning? All right, I have no one in my waiting room. Let me see, I've done a program. I have an iPhone. Let's see what that is. All right. All right, so this is in the matter of Nicole Brummett versus Andrew Cole, file number 2008-33324UN. This is a date and time scheduled for a show cause in this matter. Mr. Cole has failed to appear. I have someone on an iPhone. I'm going to send you a request to start video.
Oh, shoot, that's you. That's you, Daryl. You gotta be on video. Hurry.
It's okay. Who am I talking to?
Hello,
Hi, who are you?
Kenneth Howard.
All right, let me find you here. Okay, stay with me just a moment, Mr. Howard. All right. So as I said, in the matter of Nicole, now I lost my, okay, Nicole Brummett versus Andrew Cole. This was the date and time scheduled for a show cause. Mr. Cole has failed to appear. So, we're going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. And we will set bond in the amount of $9,413 cash. All right. Okay, so In the matter of Amanda Wells versus Gary Wells. Do I have Gary Wells? I do. So Mr. Wells, you've,
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
okay, and I have Amanda Wells. All right. So Mr. Wells, this is file number 2009-34243 DM. Mr. Wells, we are here on an order to show cause for failure to pay child support. Looks like as of today's date, you have an arrearage in excess of $21,948. And your last payment was on September 8th of 2020 in the amount of $225.59. All right, you had requested a support review. They sent you a petition for a referee hearing to be filed, and to front of court's knowledge, nothing has been filed. You did file for a support review back in 2019. And it doesn't look like it was followed through on that as well. So, sir, do you understand your arrearage is at the felony level, and you could be charged with a felony and be facing prison potentially? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, Mr. Wells, you do have a right to have an attorney represent you at this and all subsequent hearings. Would you like an attorney appointed to represent you?
Not today. That's okay.
Okay. All right. So Miss Miller, I'm going to mute your device just for a moment. All right. Okay. All right. So Mr. Wells, raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So Mr. Wells, do you understand that it's a crime to fail to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that if you plead guilty to this offense, that could sentence you to jail for up to 45 days? Do you understand that?
Yes.
You're entitled to have a trial, and you cannot be convicted unless the evidence at your trial proves that you're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You are entitled to have an attorney, and you have waived that for today. So, sir, you're entitled to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, and you would have the right to question those witnesses while they're under oath at your trial. Do you understand all of that?
Yes.
You're also entitled to have me order any witnesses you might have to appear at your trial on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You do not have to say anything at your trial, and if you do not testify or say anything, nothing will be held against you. And in fact, no one will even mention your silence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
On the other hand, do you understand that you are entitled to testify at your trial if you want to testify?
Yes.
All right. How do you plead to the charge that you have failed to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered?
Judge, I have,
Sure. So it would be guilty or not guilty.
not guilty.
All right. So I am going to enter a plea on your behalf of not guilty, and we will set this for a trial. Miss Adams, I probably need about 30 minutes, and it has to be a day where I have a prosecutor. So will be
Okay.
Mr. Bruggeman. So we could set it on any day of the week.
Okay.
So Mr. Wells, would you like an attorney to handle the hearing for you?
Yes, please.
All right, so I'm going to court appoint counsel for you.
Judge, 8 a.m. on August 10th.
So we'll set this for August 10th at 8 a.m. And sir, we'll send out the notice of court appointed counsel. If you want to contact the Lenawee County Public Defender's Office, someone from that office will be appointed to represent you, and it's probably going to be Rhonda Underwood. So you might want to call there and follow up with her later on this week. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We'll see you back on August 10th at 8 a.m. via Zoom. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. I'm going to disconnect you, Mr. Wells, and Ms. Wells, you can go ahead and disconnect as well. Okay. Lisa Shepherd versus Jeffrey Elliott. All right, this is in the matter of Elisa Shepherd versus Jeffrey Elliott. File number 2009-34751 UN. Do I have a Jeffrey Elliott with me? All right, this is the date and time set for a show cause. Mr. Elliott has failed to appear, so we will issue a bench warrant for his arrest. We will set bond in the amount of $43,655 cash. You're saying Alabama charges interest? Wow. That's not-
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see. Where to Clark? Look. All right. In the matter of Vertez Clark versus Shauna Clark, file number 11-37227 DM. That matter was adjourned to September 20th. In the matter of Ashley Dalton versus Christopher Ellinger, file number 12-37584 DS. That matter was adjourned to August 30th. And let's see, Sally Rose versus Joseph Robinson. Do I have a Joseph Robinson with me? No. All right, this is the date and time set for a show cause in this matter. Mr. Robinson was ordered to appear. He has failed to do so. So we will issue a bench warrant for his arrest and we will set bond in the amount of $15,962. All right. Let's see. All right, Mr. Sancho, you want to go ahead and unmute your device, please?
There we go.
All right, thank you. So this is in the matter of Beth Ann Engelhardt versus Stephen Sancho, file number 2013-39096UE. And you are Stephen Sancho, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we are here on a show cause for failure to pay child support. It states here that Michigan established this order at the request of the state of Florida. You have an arrearage in excess of $17,325. And we have not received a payment since February of 2020, and that was in the amount of $500. And it looks like you requested a review in 2019 and you failed to provide your documents. So, Mr. Sancho, do you understand that it's a crime to fail to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand if you plead guilty to this offense, that could sentence you to jail for up to 90 days? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, you are entitled to have a trial and you cannot be convicted unless the evidence at your trial proves that you're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You're entitled to have an attorney represent you here today and in all subsequent proceedings. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you want an attorney and you do not have the money to pay for one, you should tell me right now and I will appoint you one at public expense. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like an attorney appointed to represent you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, sir, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, sir, you put your hand down. You are entitled to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, and you would have the right to question those witnesses while they're under oath at your trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You do not have to say anything at your trial, and if you do not testify or say anything, nothing will be held against you. And in fact, no one will even mention your silence. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
On the other hand, do you understand that you are entitled to testify at your trial if you want to testify? Do you understand that?
Yes.
How do you plead to the charge that you have failed to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered?
Guilty.
Okay. So, sir, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. All right. So you have how many children with Miss Engelhardt?
One.
One child. All right.
Yes.
And you have an order to pay $200 a month in child support for that child. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
All right. And it looks like the last payment we received was back in February of 2020. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
All right. Are you employed?
I start back today, believe it or not.
Okay. Where do you start back at, sir?
I work for the same guy I was working at roofing before we got laid off for the pandemic last year.
Okay. And
I just got released to go back to work because we work on residential, so it's been really slow to get on a roof. So, and we just got back to work today. As a matter of fact, I'm actually an hour late.
all right. And so, sir, are you going to be able to start making payments?
I'm gonna make $100 payments every Friday.
Okay,
Every Friday, starting this Friday. Even though I'm starting today, I could probably pay the $100 tomorrow.
okay. All right,
And then
so
it'll be $100 every Friday after that. So it'll be it'll be 200, it'll be my $200 a month plus an extra 200 for my arrears.
all right, so Mr. Sancho, what I'm going to do
Mhm.
is accept your plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, accurately, and knowingly given. You have full knowledge of your rights. I'm going to adjourn sentencing in this matter to September 20th at 8 a.m. in person.
Okay.
You aren't required to come to the courthouse on September 20th at 8 a.m. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are making your $100 a week payments, or at least the bare minimum of that you owe, contact Miss Fetzer Wallet, and then she could adjourn this out or dismiss it depending on what you're doing. Do you understand that?
Okay, yes. Oh, you're
Okay.
not gonna get the minimum. I gotta get my arrears down. It's way too far up there.
But you're right, it is. All right. So we'll see you back here September 20th in person, okay?
Your Honor,
Yes.
could we have the employer information?
Are you under the table, Mr. Sancho?
Yeah, it's with Sean Eichler.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You're all set, Mr. Sancho. We'll
All
see you
right,
back
and I'll see
September
somebody on Friday.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Tanya Tiffany versus Joseph Tiffany. Mr. Tiffany, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing fine, Judge. How are you?
I am good. This is file number 2014-41079 DS. So, Mr. Tiffany, we are here on a friend of the court show cause. You're ordered to pay $84 a month. The last payment I show we received was $700 back in March of 2020. And you have an arrearage in excess of $6,273. Do you understand that, Mr. Tiffany?
Honestly, no, I don't, because I was never aware of that and I never made any payments.
Okay, was it a tax seizure back in March of last year?
No, ma'am, I haven't been able to work since, what, 4 or 5 years.
Your Honor, I believe the
hold on.
case. Sorry.
Hold on, everybody, hold on. So, Tanya Miller, just unmute your device. And, Miss Miller, did you have something you wanted to say?
I did, Your Honor. He has only made one payment of $89 since he was ordered to pay child support. And they never sent me any kind of taxes. I was unaware that there was any kind of a tax seizure. So it didn't go.
Okay. All right, thank you. So, Mr. Vasquez?
Yes, Your Honor. It looks like the last payment that was applied to the docket was November of 2015. So I think the last payment of $700. I don't know if he has another case, but it wasn't applied to our docket.
Okay. Mr. Tiffany, do you have another case?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. All right. Mr. Vasquez. All right. So, Mr. Tiffany, at the end of the day, have you provided any paperwork to the friend of the court showing that you're unable to work?
No, ma'am, not right now.
Have you, are you on disability?
I am fighting for disability. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have you provided that paperwork to your friend of the court worker?
No, because I don't have a friend of a court worker. I don't know who that would be.
Well,
Susan,
have you ever gone to friend of the court to find out who it is, Mr. Tiffany, or do you just like to say you don't know?
No, ma'am, I honestly don't know. I mean, I've been going through my doctor's appointments and everything else.
Mr. Tiffany, that's not what I asked. Have you ever walked down to front of the court to find out who your caseworker is?
No, ma'am, I
Then
have not.
that's your own fault. All right, so Mr. Tiffany, now, do you understand that it's a crime to fail to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered?
Yes, ma'am, I understand that.
Do you understand that if you plead guilty to this offense, I could sentence you to jail for up to 45 days? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I understand that.
Now, you're entitled to have a trial and you cannot be convicted unless the evidence at your trial proves that you're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You're entitled to have an attorney represent you here today and in all subsequent proceedings. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Now, do you have the money to hire an attorney?
No, ma'am, I do not.
All All right, would you like do you wish to have an attorney represent you here today and in all subsequent hearings?
Not today. No, thank you.
Okay, so you wish to go without counsel?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so do you understand that you are entitled to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, and you would have a right to question those witnesses while they're under oath at your trial? Do you understand
Yes,
that?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You're also entitled to have me order any witnesses you might have to appear at your trial on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You do not have to say anything at your trial, and if you do not testify or say anything, nothing will be held against you. And in fact, no one will even mention your silence. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
On the other hand, you understand that you are entitled to testify at your trial if you want to testify.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to the charge that you have failed to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
All right. So the court will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Miss Adams, can I set this for the same trial date as the other one, August 10th at 8 a.m.?
You do have an 8:30 if you think they can both be done in a half hour.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Judge, can I say one thing?
Sure.
Okay, so since this child has been born, he's made one payment at $89. This child is now 13 years old. I've provided for this child since she's been born. She is not needed or nor wanted for anything. So if I can drop this child support, I will finish taking care of her. I've done it this long, all along. I'm fixing to get married. I'm fixing to buy my own house. I'm in the process of that. I have more than enough means to take care of this child. The only reason why he is charging me for child support is because she no longer wishes to see him. And she told him that she has it blocked on Facebook and everything else. This child is 13 and wishes to see him at all.
Mr. Tiffany, stop talking for a moment. Mr. Vasquez, how much is any of this owed to the state?
Majority is owed to the custodial parent, Your Honor.
All right, so Miss Miller, are you saying you'd like to opt out of front of the court services and forgive the amount he owes?
I will do that as long as he leaves me alone about seeing this child, because Sheila no longer wants nothing to do with him.
So Miss Miller, we can't do that because child support and visitation are two separate things.
Okay, let me ask you this. If I opt out of the child support services, I don't have to let him see or her see him, right? If she does not want to.
So child support and visitation are two separate things. They're not interrelated. I don't know what your custody order is. What is your custody order say, Miss Miller?
We are in the middle of a divorce right now, and I have filed for sole physical custody, and it's still waiting to go to court.
Okay.
He has charged me back with 50-50. So
Okay,
if he wants to drop that, then I'll drop
No.
child support.
I mean, that's a discussion you two can have, but I can't do anything about that unless you guys agree on it. So what I'm going to do is set this for trial on August 10th at 8 a.m.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Tiffany, do you wish to have an attorney on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have a divorce attorney?
No, ma'am, I do not.
All right. So we will appoint counsel to represent you. It'll be through the Lenawee County Public Defender's Office. Probably Rhonda Underwood. She handles these for us, so you can contact them. All right. So that will be in person on August 10th at 8 a.m. Do you understand? You got to be at the courthouse.
In your courthouse or in Shiawassee?
In mine, because this is a Lenawee County case.
Oh, the Lenawee. Okay. All right. Well, I was like Detroit or in Lenawee is what I was asking.
Okay. We'll see you August 10th at 8 a.m.
Do I have to be there for this, Your Honor?
If you'd like to, you can.
Do I have to be in the court?
Or you can zoom in as well.
Okay, so we're doing it all on Zoom?
No, I'm making him come in person. You can come in person if you'd like, or you can zoom in.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you both, Mr.
Thank you.
August 10th at 8 a.m.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
You did a fucking job. I'm gonna drop that whole thing.
Miss Miller, you're still on.
I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know how to end it.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
get rid of ya. See ya.
I got her.
Okay. Angelica Contreras versus Cody Getch Sr. File number 17-43682. DC. Do we have Angelica Contreras with us? I just let somebody in on cell phone. Doesn't look like her. I have somebody who's logged in on an iPhone. That's Mr. Howard. Mr. Tiffany, I'm going to delete you. You go on your way. All right. So this is the date and time set for show cause. Ms. Contreras has failed to appear as ordered. So I'm going to issue a bench warrant and I will set bond in the amount of $4,729 cash. All right. Okay, so, Mr. Howard, you still with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, are you able to start your video?
It's not allowing me to.
Okay,
Oh, it might be under her privacy. Sorry, privacy settings.
yep, you gotta do permission. So let me find you. All right, hold on. Amanda Hyatt.
Thanks.
All right, so, hold on, look for your paperwork. Where's Daryl Howard? Where's that? Hold on, let me try to pull it up. For some reason, I find Mr. Howard's paperwork. Hold on. All right, so who is the caseworker in the matter of Amanda Hyatt versus Kenneth Howard, file number 2004-379 or 27906DS?
I'm not showing him on the docket.
I show him as the third one down. Amanda Hyatt versus, sir, what is your first name? Kenneth Howard? On the iPhone?
Me?
Yes. What is your full
Oh.
name?
Jason Bradley Young.
Okay, I got you. And the gentleman who called in on an iPhone, what is your name? I don't know. Hold on. I thought he said his name was Kenneth Howard.
Your Honor, is Amanda Wilt?
Yes, Your Honor. He's with Amanda Wilt.
Okay.
Sorry, Your Honor. I got logged
okay.
out. I just got back in.
So you are Kenneth Howard, right?
That's correct. I'm the defendant.
Okay. So today's show cause was against Amanda Wilt. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. So it looks like we
Bench warrant.
issued a bench warrant for her arrest for failure to appear and set bond in the amount of $3,351 payable to friend of the court.
Okay.
All right, so you're all set.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay. So I think, is there anybody else left here that was here for a friend of the court show cause?
Your Honor, did you issue a warrant for Manuel Avila?
You know, I thought I did. Hold on. Let me find it. There's so many this morning because we haven't done them in so long. All right, in the matter of Rochelle Avila versus Manuel Avila, file number 2002-25705DM. Mr. Avila failed to appear. We'll issue a bench warrant for his arrest. What's your urge?
$32,762.
And we'll set bond in the amount of $32,762.
Thank you.
All right, so Mr. Vasquez and Ms. Wallet, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, that concludes front of the court show